Ends News Video, December 2025. Welcome to the December edition of Ann's News Video with interesting news and updates from the Salesian World. Stay tuned and enjoy the vision. RMG 150 years, celebrations of the first missionary expedition. In December, the Rector Major, Father Fabio Attard, together with few other counselors, visited Argentina to take part in the 150th anniversary celebrations of the first Salesian missionary expedition sent by Don Bosco in 1875. The main commemorative events were held in Buenos Aires from December 12th to 14th. The Rector Major visited key Salesian landmarks, including the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians in Almagro and the Salesian House of St. John the Evangelist in La Boca. He also visited the Mater Misericordiae Church and the Nuestra Señora de la Guardia Salesian House in Bernal, the first formation house in the Americas. A significant moment of the visit was his encounter with young people at a cultural and religious event themed Celebrating Our History, Renewing Our Dream. The Rector Major met with provincials of the South Cone region, Salesian leaders, rectors, and youth representatives. The visit concluded on Sunday, the 14th of December, with a central Mass of Thanksgiving at the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians in Almagro. Launch of the Strenna 2026. On 27th December 2025, the Strenna for the year 2026 was officially presented at the Generalate of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians in Rome. The event gathered members of the Salesian family, strengthening unity and shared responsibility around the Rector Major's message. The Rector Major, Father Fabio Attard, presented the Strenna 2026 in the presence of Mother General Chiara Cazuola and Salesian family representatives, entitled Do Whatever He Tells You, Believers, Free to Serve. The Strenna was introduced together with its official video. A moment of dialogue with the Rector Major helped deepen the pastoral meaning of the Strenna for today's educational communities. The event concluded with Thanksgiving, the Magnificat, and the entrustment of the Salesian family worldwide to reap the fruits of the Strenna 2026. Central and Western Africa. Democratic Republic of the Congo, 70 years of Salama Technical Institute. On December 6, 2025, the Salama Technical Institute in Goma celebrated its Platinum Jubilee, marking 70 years of educational service. The celebration brought together the Salesian family, alumni, civil authorities, and guests in a spirit of gratitude and hope. A solemn Mass was presided over by Bishop Gaston Ruvesi with reflections on Don Bosco's educational mission. Students contributed with creative and technical presentations highlighting the Institute's formative impact. DR Congo. Friendship Walk at Don Bosco University, Lubumbashi. On the 13th of December 2025,
Don Bosco University organized a friendship walk
involving students and staff. The 2.8-kilometer walk started at Imara College and ended at the Caravia campus. Participants walked together in a spirit of fraternity, sharing, and joy. The event featured sports, traditional games, music, and dance. The initiative strengthened bonds among students from all 4 faculties of the university. Eastern and Southern Africa. Tanzania, youth gathering at Don Bosco Iringa. On the 7th of December 2025, the Don Bosco community in Iringa hosted a youth gathering with around 190 young people. The day opened with a seminar titled Fire Within, encouraging youth to rediscover their inner passion and identity. Participants joined the Salesian community for the celebration of the Holy Eucharist. The afternoon featured games, competitions, and entertainment prepared by the young people. The gathering fostered joy, unity, and gratitude among the youth and the Don Bosco community. Ethiopia. Youth celebrate unity in diversity. On the 8th of December 2025, Ethiopia's Day of Nations and Nationalities was celebrated in Zwei, Adamitulu, and Gambela schools. Students highlighted cultural diversity through traditional dress, music, dances, food, and handicrafts. School grounds were transformed into vibrant cultural villages with strong community participation. Each location showcased local traditions through performances and storytelling. At Zwei, Provincial Father Ignacio Laventure joined the celebrations, affirming respect for every identity. Uganda, Annual Salesian Youth Forum in Kampala. From 10 to 14 December 2025, the Don Bosco Namugongo community hosted the annual Salesian Youth Forum. The gathering focused on the Strena 2026 theme. Young people from Salesian communities and the Focolare movement took part in the forum. The program included formation sessions, prayer, pilgrimage, and youth animation activities. The forum encouraged participants to grow in faith, leadership, and responsible service to society and the church. America South Cone. Paraguay. Salesian Youth Movement serves pilgrims at Kakupe. From 6 to 8 December 2025, the Salesian Youth Movement carried out its traditional pilgrim service at Kakupe. About 340 young people and Salesian family members accompanied thousands of pilgrims. Services included first aid, water, rest areas, and spiritual accompaniment through the Rosary. The pilgrimage concluded with the Salesian Family Mass at the Basilica of Kakupe. The occasion also marked 50 years of the SIM, renewing its commitment to faith and service. Argentina. Musical concert. On December 13th, a concert of thanksgiving was held at the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians in Buenos Aires, attended by the Rector Major and members of the General Council. The event honored 150 years of Salesian and FMA musical heritage, remembering composers, missionaries, and educators who shaped this legacy. Choirs and orchestras delivered acclaimed performances, including works by Mozart and the moving Namuncura cantata by Maestro Enrique Albano. Held in a historic basilica once graced by Seferino Namuncura himself, the concert united memory, gratitude, and Salesian mission through music. East Asia, Oceania. Indonesia, Catholic youth gather for OMK Makrab event. From 6 to 7 December 2025, OMK St. Johannes Bosco held its Makrab Fellowship in Widabula, Sumba. The event gathered 145 young people under the theme of building a personal altar of faith. Formation sessions, Taizé prayer, creative performances, and sharing moments marked the program. The Eucharist invited participants to build lives rooted in peace, hope, and repentance. The Philippines, the National Shrine of Mary Help of Christians Elevated. The National Shrine of Mary Help of Christians in the Philippines has been solemnly declared a minor basilica. The proclamation took place on December 8th, the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, during a liturgical celebration led by Archbishop Emeritus Francesco Panfilo, SDB. Entrusted to the Salesians of Don Bosco, the shrine is recognized for its historical, spiritual, and pastoral significance. As a minor basilica, it now shares a special bond with the Holy Father and the Universal Church. Vanuatu, new Salesian presence and mission. The first Salesian missionary community officially arrived in Vanuatu, marking the beginning of a new Salesian presence in the archipelago. On Saturday, December 13th, 2025, Fathers Alfred Maravilla and Moise Paluku, together with Salesian brother Paulus Bataona, were warmly welcomed in Port Vila by Bishop John Bosco Baremez, SM. The bishop formally introduced the pioneers to the diocesan community, expressing gratitude for the long-awaited arrival of the Salesians. Thailand, Academic Excellence 2025. The Salesian Schools Commission in Thailand held the third Salesian Academic Day on December 11th to 12th, hosted by Hua Hin Vidyalaya School. Held under the theme Collaborating for Tomorrow, Salesian Academic Excellence 2025, the event gathered 1,900 teachers and students from 6 Salesian schools. The opening ceremony was presided over by the provincial. Teachers were honored with plaques of recognition for outstanding academic achievements across the Salesian schools. South Asia. India. Salesians revive Aitorma Cultural Festival in Tripura. In December 2025, the Salesians of Tripura revived the Aitorma Ter Cultural Festival after 6 years. The event celebrated indigenous culture through publications, lectures, and youth initiatives. Civil leaders and the Salesian Provincial of Shillong highlighted its role in preserving identity. The festival reaffirmed the Salesians' commitment to indigenous heritage and creativity. Plans were announced to launch ITORMA clubs in schools to engage young people culturally. Sri Lanka. Salesians respond to devastation caused by Cyclone Ditwa. Following Cyclone Ditwa in December 2025, Sri Lanka faced widespread devastation, with thousands of families displaced. The Salesians of Don Bosco responded rapidly, opening parishes, schools, and centers as shelters. They provided food, water, clothing, hygiene kits, and emergency assistance across affected areas. Special attention was given to children, young people, and vulnerable families through pastoral and psychosocial support. The Salesian response offered concrete help and hope amid one of the country's worst humanitarian crises. India. Don Bosco School Trasi marks Silver Jubilee. On the 6th of December, 2025, Don Bosco School Trasi celebrated its annual Thanksgiving Day, concluding 25 years of educational service. The celebration gathered students, staff, alumni, parents, and well-wishers in a spirit of gratitude. Bishop Emeritus Aloysius Paul de Souza was the chief guest, praising the Salesian commitment to youth education. Special felicitation honored staff, past Salesians, alumni achievers, and benefactors. The Jubilee concluded with cultural performances and a musical production by the students. India. National Level Kabaddi Tournament, Sadugudu 75. From 25 to 28 December 2025, Sacred Heart College, Tirupatur hosted Sadugudu 75 as part of its Platinum Jubilee celebrations. The All India A grade Kabaddi tournament featured 19 men's and 16 women's teams and attracted nearly 20,000 spectators. The event was inaugurated by Tamil Nadu Minister R. Gandhi, with several dignitaries in attendance. Prestigious awards were presented, and Red Army and South Central Railway won the men's and women's titles. The tournament highlighted the Salesian commitment to sports, youth formation, and community engagement. Inter-America. Dominican Republic. Quédate con nosotros celebrates 25 years. In December 2025, the Quédate con nosotros Salesian Shelter in Santo Domingo marked 25 years of service to vulnerable children. The home provides shelter, education, family support, and psychological accompaniment. Anniversary celebrations included activities with current residents and former beneficiaries. A solemn celebration was held on the 8th of December, recalling the project's Salesian roots. The milestone reaffirmed the commitment to forming good Christians and upright citizens. Haiti. Vice Province of Haiti marks 33 years. In December 2025, the Salesian Vice Province of Haiti celebrated its 33rd anniversary and patronal feast. A Mass of Thanksgiving honored Blessed Philip Rinaldi, Don Bosco's third successor. A key moment was the signing of the Vice Province Charter of Ethics and Code of Conduct. Local communities also marked the occasion despite security challenges. The celebration renewed commitment to transparency and service to Haitian youth. Dominican Republic. 90 years of Salesian presence and 40 years of MDB. In December 2025, the Dominican Republic celebrated 90 years of Salesian presence and 40 years of Muchachos con Don Bosco. The celebrations included a Eucharist of Thanksgiving and a Christmas concert. The Salesian mission was highlighted as a bridge of hope for children at risk. MDB's growth and impact on thousands of young people were recalled with gratitude. Venezuela. Missionary Vocation Day in Duaca. From the 15th to the 19th of December 2025, Duaca hosted the Missionary Vocation Day for Salesian youth. The meeting gathered 70 young people from different communities across the country. Under the theme, Be the Hope That Is Born Today, participants engaged in formation and discernment. Missionary visits to nearby villages complemented spiritual reflection. The experience strengthened vocational awareness and commitment to service among young Venezuelans. Peru. Meeting of Salesian Oratories, a dream born in Bethlehem. Salesian Oratories in Arequipa gathered on December 13th for their first joint meeting under the theme, A Dream Born in Bethlehem. Hosted by the Octavio Ortiz Oratory, the event brought together oratories from across the city in a vibrant celebration of life and joy. Games, songs, and shared activities filled the morning, expressing the unmistakable spirit of Salesian friendship. Central and Northern Europe. Poland. Oratoriada Youth Event. In December 2025, the Salesian Oratory of Środa Śląska hosted the Oratoriada Youth Event. More than 250 young people from various cities took part in a weekend of faith and fellowship. Activities included dances, group discussions, and moments of shared prayer. Adoration and the sacrament of reconciliation formed the spiritual heart of the gathering. This youth gathering strengthened community, joy, and hope among the young participants. Malta. Salesian Brigade marks 115 years with festive parade. On the 8th of December 2025, the Salesian Brigade celebrated its 115th anniversary in Sliema. An enthralling parade was held at the Salesian Oratory with music and performances. Salesian and civic leaders joined the celebrations in a joyful atmosphere. The event highlighted the brigade's long tradition of service and youth engagement. The anniversary renewed enthusiasm for the future in true Salesian spirit. Ireland. Palace Kenry students staged successful end-of-year musical. In December 2025, students of the Palace Kenry Salesian Institute staged an end-of-year musical. The production, based on the story of Joseph, marked the Advent season. Staff, parents, and the Salesian family supported the students' efforts. The initiative reflected the oratory spirit of creativity and participation. The musical concluded the year with joy, faith, and community involvement. Ukraine. The history of Salesian AMP football in Ukraine. What began as a small Salesian initiative has become a powerful movement of hope for war amputee youth in Ukraine. The Salesian Pokrova AMP football team has grown into a nationwide network of over 15 centers, serving nearly 300 boys and girls. In 2025, Pokrova AMP won the first ever Ukrainian AMP football championship, earning international qualification for June 2026. Beyond trophies, this beautiful Salesian project offers human and spiritual rehabilitation, restoring dignity, community, and purpose to young war victims. Mediterranean. Spain. Salesians of Cordoba opened Jubilee Year, marking 125 years. On the 1st of December 2025, the Salesians of Cordoba opened a Jubilee Year celebrating 125 years of presence in the city. The celebrations began under the motto, 125 years with you, and will continue until the 1st of December 2026. Cardinal Ángel Fernández Arthemi presided over the opening events. Youth, civic, and church authorities took part in moments of prayer, dialogue, and celebration. The Jubilee aims to renew the Salesian mission of education and service to young people. Spain. Hogares Don Bosco celebrates 60 years in Granada. From 6 to 8 December 2025, Hogares Don Bosco celebrated 60 years of service in Granada. More than 70 couples and families gathered for prayer, formation, and celebration. Talks, group sharing, and joyful activities marked the three-day event. The celebration concluded with a Mass of Thanksgiving. The anniversary renewed commitment to the Salesian family spirit and Christian family life. Spain. Campobosco Logroño, 2025. From 5 to 7 December 2025, over 150 young people and leaders took part in the meeting focused on friendship, faith, and personal journey with Christ. Reflections drew on the gospel, the life of Don Bosco, and lived testimonies. The Eucharist on the second Sunday of Advent marked a central moment. Participants returned home with renewed enthusiasm and commitment. Italy. Rise Up Youth, Weekend in Puglia. On 13th to 14th December 2025, the second Rise Up Weekend was held in Puglia. Around 100 young people reflected on freedom and choices, with focus on addiction. The program included testimonies, prayer, adoration and community life,
Lectio Divina,
and vocational sharing deepened personal discernment. The experience strengthened faith, communion, and missionary openness. That's all we have for you in this December edition of Anne's News video. Please do share it with your all confreres, collaborators, friends, and young people, and make our Salesian life and mission known.